Hey everybody, welcome to element 26. Today we are going to talk about forgiveness in my part in creation. So to read the prompts in the workbook, my participation in the illusion of reality, all of it. All of the above mentioned things, if it's in my reality, I created it. So when I was doing my workbook, I started by looking at the process and the fact that everything that I've created in my reality right here, right now, was created from a place of separation. And knowing that I am the divine and that I am part of the wholeness, there's a piece of me that judges that I created out of separation. And then another thing I wrote down was my part in every journey. And that I look at that from the perspective of every lifetime I've lived, every piece, and, almost every day of my reality here, and how I've created that and how I've vested in that and how I've totally bought into that, which is another thing I've written here is coming here and forgetting who I am. That's something that I really took a look at when I was going through this whole section in here, and found that I had a lot of judgment, which I think all of this screams judgment to me. The fact that not only did I came here, forgot who I was, and then reinforced the illusion and the very thing that I complain about. And that I contribute my energy to it to perpetuate it. And those were the biggest things that I came up with. And I had a lot of self-judgment. I had a lot of anger. I had a lot of feelings of futility, as in, oh, what's the point? What's the point of this expanded consciousness if I'm still in this creation? If I'm still, if I'm still the lab rat, what's the point of becoming aware that it really is just a laboratory? So those were the high points of what I had written in that. But something to think about is the beauty in our creations, because they are the essence of that reflection back to us. And I didn't cover any of that when I went over my workbook. So when we flip it around and look at that expanded consciousness version of our participation in creation, is seeing the beauty in every moment, and how full it is, and how rich it is, and how informative it is, and how personal and made just for me, by me, and how nurtured and special I am within that creation, because it's only for me. And that really gives me quite the spin on looking at that whole picture of my creation, and how I'm judging it for participating in it, but that is a loving participation, and how it is it's special. And that brings me to that amazing place of gratitude, which then I can fill back in each of my creations. And it just, it expands with my consciousness. So that is really, really where I found this shifted for me, was to come to that place of gratitude for, and stepping out of the judgment of my participation in creation. And I think that in doing so, it changes how I create, why I create, and the basis for my creations. And I think that that is such a huge leap for me, that it just allows that gratitude, and that cycle I love to talk about is I have it for myself, so it then overflows and then spills out for everyone around me. So let's look at our creation statement for this. I experience and accept all of my part in creation, past, present, and future, for what it is and has been in the bigger picture. It is with apology, forgiveness, and love that I have gratitude for the lessons that are now complete in singularity within themselves, all of us, and myself. So I really feel that all of that is what I experienced when I looked at the whole participation in creation, going through that whole cycle of apology, forgiveness, love, and coming to that gratitude. So let's go ahead and sit back, take a deep breath, step through that doorway into the wholeness. And open our hearts and connect to that vibration of the statement that I just read, and allow ourselves to connect into that bigger picture and that vibration, and let that vibration be as our truth. All right, one more deep breath. Oh, wow. That was great. That was so empowering. I easily saw how I had allowed my creations to just kind of go on autopilot, and that in coming to this place of gratitude, love and gratitude for my part in creation, it's like taking ownership of my reality. And each day I could get up and it's like a blank canvas, however I choose to create. So that felt great. All right, post video affirmation. I apologize to, forgive, accept, nurture, and have gratitude for the lessons and consciousness created by my part in creation, past, present, and future, that are now complete. Oh, I like that. I like that. Yes. All right. So I think I might go back and do this one again. Thanks so much for joining today, and we will see you on our next element. Bye-bye.